Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hear you have one or two questions for me.
Mr. Secretary General, when you were in Washington, you had received this letter. Who exactly were you with amongst the American officials, and what was the reaction you received from them immediately upon learning of the acceptance of Iraq?
Well, when the acceptance came, I was in a car on my way to University of Maryland to give a speech. And so I didn't see it until I got to the university when I had it faxed to me.
Still, what was the reaction? The first American official you met with immediately after learning of the news?
Obviously, they needed to see the letter to study it, but I did indicate that Iraq has said yes to the resolution. But the indication was that it had to be studied.
And what is your reaction to the letter, essentially?
Iraq has said yes, and Mr. Blix and the team are going to go in on the 18th as planned and continue and resume actively their work.
Adequate acceptance under the terms of the
First of all, the resolution is mandatory, and the essential thing is that they did say the inspectors can come back and that they accept, they would deal with the resolution and the inspectors can come back. I think that is all we were looking for. The rest, in scheme of things, are not that important.
Mr. Secretary, you received this acceptance a full 48 hours before the deadline. Would you take this as a harbinger of good things to come?
Well, the inspectors will soon be on the ground and we will test things, we'll find out. I don't want to make any predictions at this stage. But what is important is that they have said yes, and the inspectors are on their way, will be on their way.
Mr. Secretary General, instead of...
Dr. Blix, what do you plan to discuss with them regarding
I'll be leaving tomorrow morning, and we are just going to touch base before we both go our different directions. And of course, we will discuss. The letter has been sent to the council, and Mr. Blix is making plans to go to Iraq on the 18th of November. That hasn't changed.
But have you brought any particular message from Washington with you back to Dr. Blix this afternoon?
No, Blix's main mandate emanates from the resolution. I didn't bring any message for him.
Mr. Secretary General, instead of sending a letter that really said yes or no, Iraq sent a 9-page letter that was very harsh in tone, anti-American in places, anti-Israeli, some tough language about what it expects of inspections. Does this concern you in terms of their future compliance?
I think I've answered that question. I've read the letter too, but as I indicated, as far as I'm concerned, they've accepted it. It's mandatory, and the inspectors are going down. And we've all demanded that they cooperate, and I expect them to cooperate. And if they don't, of course, the inspectors know what to do.
Secretary General, have you received any response from the two sides of Turkish and Greek Cyprus in regard to your peace plan, and what do you say about the future of the plan?
No, they not directly from the Greek Cypriot leader or the Turkish Cypriot leader, but there has been encouraging signals or statements coming out of Ankara and Athens and other capitals, and also in Washington this afternoon. I did tell the two leaders not to rush, that they shouldn't give me a quick answer, and to take their time and give me their reaction within a week. And so I wasn't expecting any immediate reaction from the leaders, but so far things, I'm encouraged by the reactions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.